Greetings. Today I'd like to do a quick first look at the new SanDisk. It's under their professional line. PRO-BLADE. For those that are not familiar with this, the idea is they have NVMe based SSD magazines, cartridges, they call them blades, and a little dock for it that you can Velcro or otherwise attach to camera rig or mixing board, whatever. And it connects via USB. You can do up to USB 3.2 by 2 for 20 gig. I don't actually have any devices that have hardware that supports that. They also have a bigger 4-bay dock that will be Thunderbolt based that's due later in the year. Fortunately not available right now, but this is a quick first look at what you get. This is the 4 terabyte model. They come in 1, 2, and 4 terabyte options. You can buy the blades alone, or for basically an extra $50, you can get the sled, which they call the transport, bundled with it. If you buy the sled alone, it's like $70, and no price yet known for the Thunderbolt dock that's supposed to come later this year. Now, I did break the sealing tape on it just to make this a little quicker, and something is catching there. So we have a little piece of cardboard with blade, the dock and the blade in it. We have a not very useful spec sheet. We have warranty guide, and then they also give you a little USB, they label it as a USB 20 gig cable. It's only, I don't know, about a foot long, maybe. It does have a nice little, attached strap, so you wrap it up. I am going to be using a longer cable here to get to the back of the Mac. And so if we look at the dock is aluminum. They make claims about, you can drop it and all kinds of stuff and not be a problem. There isn't really much force to pulling the blade out. Blade is back. I don't know if you can see it with the color or the lighting. It's a 4 gig marker on here. They have a little space for you to put a sticker with, what your current project is or whatever. The blade is designed so it can only go in one way, which is good. And then they say the connector is rated for something like 4,000 insertions, and it's probably longer than, and the drive has a 5-year warranty. One thing I could not find is the rated endurance for this drive. Now, Lon Seidman did a teardown of a 2 gig model on his channel during a live stream, and inside it was a Western Digital black 750 drive. Now, they don't actually sell a 4 terabyte model of that 750 series, so I don't know if the 4 terabyte in this is a different brand or if it's like their 850 or whatever. But unfortunately, I can't find anywhere on the website rated endurance, right? So I mean, the target for this is people who are going to take like Atomos or other recorder and have a high, have your camera writing high volume, high speed footage to this, which you can then take, throw it in that eventual 4-bay dock, Thunderbolt dock, and like easily ingest it real quick, right? or, you know, in my case, I have a Allen and Heath SQ mixer over here, which again allows you to do multi-channel recording and hook that up via USB. Now that's obviously files for audio are a lot smaller than files for video, but same idea, right? You take one of these, you can record a bunch of shows on it, bring it in, do a quick ingest. So let's switch over to the computer, Mac, and hook it up. So here you can see the spec sheet for it. Again, that's, you know, 4,000-pound crush, 3-meter drop to the carpet. They, you know, that's the little asterisk or the number 3 there. Do up to 2 gig transfers over USB. When they eventually come with the Thunderbolt thing, they say up to 3 terabytes. And as I said, 5-year warranty, but there is no specification of total endurance. So if we hook this up, so I'll switch back to the camera for a moment. So with it hooked up, you can see it's got one LED, and that'll blink when it's doing activity. Otherwise, it's just on to let you know it's connected. We switch back. And of course, Dropbox is being annoying. No, don't ever want that to happen. And so we've got PRO-BLADE. It comes formatted as an APFS disk. So if we go into disk utility, see down here, PRO-BLADE that's the raw disk. It is an APFS container, and then here is the volume that's within that APFS container. And it has nothing on it. You know, here you can see nothing. If we LA, you can see it's got basically nothing on it except for that icons file, which one of the things that you're probably going to do is stick this in your Atomos or in your mixer board like the SQ or whatever, and you're going to tell it to format from that. It's going to overwrite this APFS partition. So if you want to keep that little volume icon, because it is kind of a nice icon actually, from a command prompt, copy that file off somewhere where you can then copy it back after the disk has been formatted in whatever device you're going to format it. And we'll do a quick Blackmagic speed test. Select target drive. Down here to the PRO-BLADE, open. And what this is basically going to say, the cable I'm using doesn't do full USB 3, so never mind. So I'm going to have to use their cable, which is going to take a moment because it's really short and I got to get back behind the computer, which I was hoping to not have to do. I think that cable was rated for more as a charging cable than as a data transfer cable, even though it has the blue USB 3. So I've connected back up. Just make sure that remembered. So if we say start, here you can see what you'd expect for USB 3.1, only capable of 10 gig, and it is the read there is a little lower than I'd previously seen. Yeah, that's more like what it seemed to be some of the other videos that I've seen posted so far. And we can leave this running. And so yeah, it's pretty consistent. It's basically about 10 gig write, 10 gig read when using a USB 3.1. Like I say, I don't have any machines that have a USB 3.2 by 2 interface, and I think the reality is that probably almost nobody does at the time of this recording, which is September 8th, 2022. So switch back real quick. So basically, that's the quick first look. You can eject the drives out of this and not have to disconnect the docking bay, right? So I can say eject, the light goes out, let you know that it's okay, and now you can pull it out. If you stick it back in, lights up, and auto mounts on the computer. So I'm really excited about it from the perspective of, you know, being able to take one of these transports, use double-sided tape or Velcro or whatever to attach it to the mixer, be able to do multi-track recordings to a stick, which is then really easy to ingest on the computer. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, cheers.